Hi, I'm Mindy Yoshikawa, and today I have a layout sharing a butterfly I used that Lori Whitlock designed for the silhouette cutting files or SVG cutting files. So I start by finding the butterfly in my library, and it's just a basic butterfly shape without any real fill in the picture. And so I started by rotating it so I could work with it head on, and then sizing it to 6 inches wide, and clicking the lock aspect ratio button so that it would not distort when I sized it. And then I duplicated it and saved that over to the side so that I would have the overall outline later. But then I'm out on ungrouping the actual shape of the butterfly so that I can work with each of the little pieces. And what I'm trying to do is group them so that you don't have a million little pieces to cut out, that you just have some big overall shapes to glue on to the back of the butterfly when you work with it. So I'm starting by grouping sections according to the colors that I used in my layout, and I, as much as possible, tried to use a window around the shapes, but sometimes, as you can see, I just moved it accidentally, so I undid that. And by holding down the shift key and selecting each one by one and then hitting group, you can group the shapes together and separate them off to the side. And so as much as possible I would try to use the window feature around them, but sometimes that grouped more than, or gathered more of the other pieces, so I just went as much as I could, and then I would hit the shift and select them. And so these are my purple shapes, and so I'm gathering all the purples together, and then the middle is purple as well. So after I go through and group them all, then I will do an offset so that they're slightly bigger, and that gives you a little extra space to kind of have around the back of the butterfly to glue your pieces onto, so you're not seeing your seams. So anyway, bear with me as I sit and group these one by one. It takes a little bit of time, but as I'll show you at the end, after you've gone to all this trouble, then you can save it to your library so you always have it, and you're not having to go and search for these or recreate this every time you want to use this particular butterfly shape. So I'm almost done here. Now I've gone through and grouped them all, and now I'm going to use this offset feature. And I'm offsetting them to 0.05 and hitting apply, and that gives me just a small outline so that they're connected. And then I'll delete these shapes because I no longer need them. And then I'm going to change the color of these to orange just to remind me to cut these out of orange cardstock. And I will cut these out each individually and try to conserve paper and squeeze them together as much as possible. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just showing you them lined up this way. And I'm a little bit retentive, and I had to switch the outline to purple too, just so it looked nice for my eye. Now I'm also switching these to have a 0.05 offset distance, and I think all of these came out clear. And I realized I got a little excited and changed the color to purple too soon. It was actually, these I'm throwing away, so it was this offset outline that I actually wanted in purple. And lastly, the pink shapes. I kind of forgot what I was wanting to work on. So I'm going to offset these just like the others. And I think I actually offset these to 0.04. I just thought it would be nice to have a slightly smaller so that it wouldn't overlap the others when you are gluing it to the back of the butterfly. But as you can see, that left a little bit of a little section inside, so I did a release compound path so that I could get rid of those little tiny pieces that I didn't want anymore. So now I'm ready to color them into my pink color, just so I can remember I want those cut out of pink cardstock and not mess up. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here and move these up there. So now I can cut these out of each of the coordinating cardstocks. Technically, I could just separate these out on my mat and have a 4 by 4 inch or 3 by 3 inch square of orange cardstock and vice versa. But anyway, so now I ungroup this butterfly so that I can now make a compound path. And by doing that, before when I colored the butterfly black, everything was filled in, but when I did it that way, I can now see through the butterfly to layer these pieces. And I realized that I actually should go back to having it see-through so that I can see where to line these up. And I'm doing this mostly to save and just to show you how it will work when you have your die cut pieces after you've run them through your machine. But I forgot to also mention that while I was talking, that I made that butterfly, I made it come to the top layer so that I can see through it. When it's on the bottom, you're kind of covering all the little holes and you can't see them. So I'm just finishing up lining up all these little remaining pieces, and then I'm going to grab the top butterfly and I'll turn it black so that you can see it come alive as the finished shape. And so now I'm going to save it to my library so that I can always have it. And here I just type in keywords that will make me think of it. I sometimes go a little bit crazy and type in every possible word. I kept it pretty simple today, but anything that you think might make you want to, like if you want to type it in under fairy or anything that you'll pop in as a keyword when you search in your library to help you find it easier in the future. So I just type in that the designer was Lori Whitlock and it's a regular cut, and I hit OK and it's saved to my library. And now I'll show you how you can go back and find it. It's there and ready to go anytime you need it. And it grouped together so you can hit ungroup anytime you want to use it in the future. And you can see how you have all your pieces there. So thanks so much for stopping by and taking a look at the video. I hope you learned something new. Thanks. Bye-bye.